Hello everyone, welcome to my channel. Today in this video I am going to explain to the how to print alphabet for A by using our program. Okay, if you observe your pattern, the pattern will be print like A. So many people confused how to print alphabets in programming. So I will show you one example. Someone print like this. Someone using like this. So they will print directly stars in by using program. They are printing like this. So this is wrong way. So this is only print constantly it will be print, but we don't print like this. So this is wrong way. Why I am telling this is wrong way? So as a programmer we will think about how to print this program in generalization method. We don't print in constant method. So now today in this video I am going to explain how this pattern using other method, not for this method. Okay, by using generalization method. Okay, now if you observe here, this pattern I am taking 5 rows. Why I am taking every time 5 rows now? So it will understand easily if you take 5 rows. So I am going to display this alphabet now. So first I will convert this alphabet into rows and columns wise. So let us take rows and column, 5 rows and 5 columns. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, 1, 2, 3, 4 and 5. Okay, so here I will give variables like I. So for this side I will give I. For here I will give J. For columns, J for columns. Okay, I for rows. Okay, now I will give some numbers 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Next I will give colors. Now I will give star here. Star. Wait, I will take thing. Okay. Here star will be printed. Here star will be printed. Here star will be printed. 3, 4, 5. Okay, like this we have to print stars, all stars. Stars. So like this we have to print all stars. So now this alphabet converted to the rows and column. So if you observe this one, here we will understand easily where the stars will be printed if you observe carefully. So don't skip the video. If you skip the video you will not understand where the logic will be come. Okay, observe here. So here we are using XOR OR operator. So here I am using OR operator, OR. So like this one OR operator. In Java we have OR operator. In Java, C, everywhere OR operator is like this. So what is OR operator? So OR operator means, for example, I will write true or false table, true or false table here. So take A, B, A or B, okay, A or B. So here true, here true, 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 false, false, true, false, true, false. Okay, what is OR operator now? If both are true, it will be print true. If any one is true, it will print true. Here also, if any one thing is true, it will print true. If both are false, it will print false. So as a math student, we know, everyone knows this one, everyone know this table, true or false table. So like this operator will be working here. So by using this operator, now I will go to print this pattern. I will go to print this pattern by using OR operator, where we can write operator by using if condition, if else condition. By using if else condition, I will write this program. So if you observe this pattern, so where stars will be printed? Stars where will be printed? Whenever I value, whenever I value equal to 1, I value equal to 1. So at that time the stars will be printed. Whenever I value equal to 1, at the time stars will be printed. Okay, next, whenever the j value, this is j na, this is columns, so I will take j value. So whenever j equal to 1, j equal to 1, whenever j value equal to 1, we will print star. Okay, it will print all star values. I will show in program how it will be work. Okay, next, whenever j value equal to n, otherwise 5, give 5. Okay, whenever j double equal to 5, that means it is end of the column, it is end of the column, it is starting of the column, it is starting row of the table. So this is middle one, this is middle row, this is middle row. So how we will get middle row in dynamically way? So 5 by 2 plus 1, like this we have to take. Why I will take 5 in program, I will tell. So now 5 by 2 means we will get 2.5, but we have taken j value in integer, integer value. So it will convert to the integer type, so it will be now 2. So then 2 plus 1, sorry, here I value 2 plus 1 equal to 3, 2 plus 1 equal to 3. So whenever I value double equal to 3, whenever I value double equal to 3, we will print star value. So if you observe, we have to return this 4 function, 4 logics in if condition, okay. I will show you the logic now, how the pattern will be printed. Logic. So this is our logic. Okay, this is our logic. Why? Here given n value n. Now take n equal to 5. N equal to 5 and take rows and columns table 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, this is take I. So this one is J. This one is J. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, I am using mouse, so that's why the numbers will be going wrongly. 2. Okay, now n value equal to 5. Why I take n value n now? So we are given generalization method. So generalization method means if you enter any value, based on that value the pattern will be printed. The pattern will be printed. So that's why I taken n value. So this n value will be given by in running time. So if you enter any value based on that value, if you enter any value based on that value, the pattern will be printed. Okay, so that's why I will take n. So now take example n value equal to 5. N value equal to 5. Okay, so come here. Now I will take here I value starting with 1. So here the cursor will be starting in this position. So 1 equal to 1 I equal to, so I equal to 1, right? I equal to 1. So check the condition. 1 less than or equal to 5. 1 less than or equal to 5. Condition true. If condition is true, it will go to the nested for loop now. So it will go to the body now. So in body again I have given another for loop. So the for loop will be started j. So it will converted to the columns wise. So it will go to the columns. So this for loop using for columns, this for loop using for rows. Okay, this is rows purpose, this is column purpose. So now j value equal to 1. So the cursor will be this position. J equal to 1, j less than or equal to n. So again check the condition. Check the condition. 1 less than or equal to n value means how much? 5. Condition true. If condition is true, it will go to the inside the body. So inside body we have written. So we are understand now there here I double equal to 1, j double equal to 1, I double equal to 3, j double equal to 5. So here how we will get 3 value by using this 5 by 2 plus 1 method. So like this, here I written in if condition, if I value double equal to 1 and or I double equal to n by 2 plus 1 or j double equal to 1 or j double equal to n. Okay, if any value will be true at that time, print the star, else otherwise print the some space, print the space. So it will print the space between stars. Okay, so now j value equal to 1, check the condition, condition is true. If condition is true, now check the if condition, I double equal to 1. So in OR operator, one thing we will understand, the first condition is true. The first condition is true. The compiler never ever go to this condition. The compiler never ever go to this condition in OR operator only. So if this condition is true, if this condition is true, the compiler not check these conditions. The compiler not check this condition. Okay. So now I double equal to 1. So I value how much now? I value 1, right? I value 1. So 1 double equal to 1. 1 double equal to 1. Condition true. If condition is true, we will print star. It will print star which position? This position. This position star will be printed. Okay. Next. Again it will not go to the else part. Why? Because condition is true. So again it will go to the increment part. So now j value incremented by 2. Okay, now check the condition, 2 less than or equal to 5, condition true. If condition is true, it will go to the inside the body. Again check the condition, this condition, I double equal to 1, condition is true. 1 is till now I value 1, we didn't change I value, only j value incremented. So j equal to 1 2, okay, 1 2. So j equal to I equal to 1 still till now. Okay, condition true. If condition true, the star will be printed, okay. Not check the condition, again increment the j value incremented by 1, that means 3. Okay, 3 less than or equal to 5, 3 less than or equal to 5, condition true. If condition is true, it will check the if condition again, I double equal to 1, again I value till now not change, I 1 double equal to 1, condition true. If condition true, it will print star. Okay, again the j value, again it will go to the increment part. So again j value 4 incremented by j value 4 less than or equal to 5, condition true. Now j I value not changed, so check the condition, I value, how much I value, 1, 1 double equal to 1, condition true. If condition is true, it will print star in this position, right? So else part not printed, again j value incremented by 5, okay, 5 less than or equal to 5, condition true. If condition true, it will go to the this part. So now check the condition, 1 double equal to 1, condition true. If condition is true, the star will be printed in this position. If condition is true, the star will be printed in this position. Okay, now j value incremented by again 1, so now j value equal to 6. So check the condition, this condition, check the condition, 6 less than or equal to 5, condition false. If condition is false, the compiler never ever go to this body part, it will come out to the for loop. So outside for loop we are written print ln. So what is the difference on print ln now? Print means it will print straight line, print ln means it will print next line. Okay, that is the difference between print and print ln. So we have given print ln, so next the cursor will be moved to the this position, second position. Now it will go to the outside for loop increment body. So before that I value how much, 1, now I value 2, incremented by 1, that means 2, now I value 2. So again it will go to the j equal to 1, 1 minute, j equal to 1, right? So now check the condition, so now I value 2, so now again j value, check the condition, 2 less than or equal to 5, condition true. If condition is true, it will go to the body part, again body part we have another for loop. So for j equal to 1, again j value starting with 1, so j equal to 1, and check the condition, 1 less than or equal to 5, condition true. If condition true, it will go to the inside the body. So inside body we are written if I double equal to 1, so now I value how much, 2, so check the condition, 2 double equal to 1, condition false. So if it is false, the compiler will go to this position, check this condition. Now I double equal to n by 2, n value how much, 5 by 2 means it will take 2.5, so we are written in I value in integer now, so it will take 2 by 5 by 2 means 2.5, so we are given 2 integer now, it will take 2, so 2 plus 1 equal to 3, so 2 double equal to 3, no, I value false, again condition is false, so it will come this value also false. So now the compiler will come this condition, check this condition, j double equal to 1, So j value how much? 1. So check the condition, 1 double equal to 1, condition is true. If condition is true, the compiler doesn't go to this position. So if condition is true, it will print star. Now which position? This position star will be printed, this position star will be printed. Okay, so again j value incremented by 2. So now j value equal to 2. Check the condition, 2 less than or equal to 5. 2 less than or equal to 5, that means condition true. If condition is true, it will go to the inside the for loop body. In for loop body we have to check I value how much? 2 now. So 2 double equal to 1, condition false. 2 double equal to 1, condition false. So again I value 2, still till now I value 2, so this condition also false. So again j double equal to 1, so this condition false. Why? Because now j value 2, so 2 double equal to 1, condition false. Okay, so after that it will go to this position. So this will also check the condition. So now j value how much? 2 double equal to n value how much? N value 5. So n value 5. So this means the condition is false. If condition is false, it will go to the else part, right? So else part what we have written? Some space. So print space, it will print some space and cursor will become this position, third position. So again we have to take again j value incremented by 3, now j value 3. So okay, 3 less than or equal to 5, condition true. If condition is true, it will go to the if block and check the all the condition. If all the condition is false, so if all the condition is false, it will go to the else part, again print the some space. Okay, some space. Now j value incremented by 1, so j value incremented by 1, j equal to 4. So condition is true, 4 less than or equal to 5, this one, j less than equal to n na. So now j value 4 na, 4 less than n value means 5, 4 less than or equal to 5, condition true. If condition is true, it will go to the if block and again check the condition. So I value how much? Still now 2 double equal to 1, false. I value 2 double equal to false. J double equal to 1, j value we know 4 double equal to 1, false. So j double equal to n, 4 double equal to 5, false. So both are, all the statements are false. So all the conditions are false. So the condition is false, it will go to the else part. So in else part we have again space now, so it will print some space. Okay, and finally j value incremented by 5. So now j value 5. Okay, 5 less than or equal to 5, condition true. If condition is true, it will go to the inside the body, again check the condition. Now I value till now 2. Okay, this is false, this will be also false. Okay, now j double equal to 1, this one is false. Why? Because j value 5. Okay, now j double equal to 1, so here the condition will be true. J value how much now? 5. Okay, 5 double equal to n value how much? 5, condition true. If condition is true, it will print star. Which position? This position. Okay, this position. Next, again j value incremented by 6. So here the condition will be false. 6 less than or equal to 5, condition will be false. If condition will be false, it will go to the outside for loop, and outside for loop we have given println. So println means the cursor will be moved to this position. Okay, now observe here carefully. Okay, now observe here. So now it will become middle, middle part. So how here we can print? So now before that I value 2, now it will go to this part. Now I value incremented by 3, so now I value 3. So again j will be started with 1, okay. j will be started with again 1. So check the condition, 1 less than or equal to 5, condition true. 1 less than or equal to 5, condition true. So 1 double equal to 1, sorry, I value how much, 1 true. If we again true, it will go to the inside value. Here if condition we have given 3 double equal to 1, false. I value 3 na, false. So here the condition will be true. Check the condition, I double equal to n by 2 plus 1. Okay, n value how much, 5, 5 by 2 plus 1, we will get 2. So 2 plus 1 equal to 3. Okay, so now I value 3. So now here I value how much, 3. So we will check the condition, I value how much, 3 na, 3 double equal to 3, 3 double equal to 3 means condition will be true. So the condition will be true, it will be print star. So it will continue, why? Because I value didn't change, we will run in nested for loop, not outside for loop. So until ending column the star will be printed. So after that again j value incremented by 3, j value incremented by 1, that means 4. So the cursor will be move this here. So if you observe here, now we have to go to check the condition, 4 less than or equal to 5, condition true. If condition is true, so what, if condition is true, I double equal to 1, condition false, it will go to the nested for loop. Here j equal to 1, again j value starting with 1, 1 less than or equal to n means 1 less than or equal to 5, condition true, j value 1. Okay, 1 less than or equal to 5, so j plus, so again it will, if condition is true, it will coming to the next if condition. So in if condition we have written I double equal to 1, now I value is 4, so this condition is false. So I double equal to n by 2, we are written this condition, so successfully rendered. So now if you take, if you take 4 by 2 na, 4 by 2 we will get 3, but I value equal to 4, so it will check 4 double equal to 3, condition is false. So again it will go to this position, j double equal to 1, yes, j double equal to 1, condition true. If condition is true, it will print in this position here. So again j value incremented by, if condition is true, it will print star here, again it will j value incremented by 1, so now j value 2, so it will, all the conditions will be false. So here it will print space, and finally it will print 5. Why? Because j value 5 na, here we are written j double equal to n, j double equal to n means 5 double equal to 5, condition true, here condition will be true. Okay, so like that, same this way the pattern will be printed. So the pattern will be printed the 5th row also. So why I am taking, so if you observe here, why I am taking n value, n everywhere, n final column n value, okay, and now I am telling. So if you observe here, I written j double equal to n value means how much, 5 na. So if you observe in this table, the end of the column is 5, so that means n value equal to 5, right? So if j double equal to j value equal to 5, that means n, if j double equal to n, at that time these stars will be printed, right? So this purpose, n means, here I am using n means it is end of the column, in the table it is end of the column, so that's why in end of the column we want to print all the stars, so that's why I written in n here. So here I taken n by 2 means n we have 5 by 2, we will get 2.5. In 2.5 in Java it will take 2, not a decimal value, not a floating points, it will take integer value. So again it will take 2 plus 1, that means 3. So it is half of the table. So this one is half of the table, this one is half of the table, right? In this position I want to print the star. Okay, that's why I will take in generalization method. Generalization, you will take here 5 also, directly 5. If you take 5 now, the program will be run only for 5, not for if we cannot enter any value. I will show this process also. So it not taken any value, it didn't take any value, only it will print 5 stars by using 5 stars only for this pattern. Okay, so I don't return that based on that value. Okay, so coming to the coding part. So this is my coding. So if you observe here, if I run this program, enter the n value means 5. If I enter n value, it will print star. Okay, right? So again, if I enter 10 value, the alphabet A will be printed. See, it will be printed, right? So see, let us take what we have to do means. So take example, I told here. So what if happens directly 5 we will give. What happen if directly give 5, right? Okay, let us see what will be happen. Okay, put in comment section this line. Okay, right? Now run the program. Okay, see, we didn't enter any value here. If you observe here, we didn't any value, so it will print directly 5. Based on 5 value, it will print directly. So like that, we don't want print like this. So this is, we don't want, if we are using generalization method, so it will print generalization form. Okay, see, that's why we are given n value here. Okay, based on n value we will print the alphabet, a alphabet. Enter 10, it will printed. Okay, enter 15, it will be printed. We have no problem, we have no issue. Okay, someone asked, I want to spaces between this, I want spaces between the stars. So how to change this program? Just nothing, you have to change this program. We have to change only one part. You will print spaces between the stars. So where the pattern there, here and here you will change, we will get spaces between stars. Okay, we will see that one. Okay, see, we will get. So first I will give in this position star. If I given like this, it will, how it will be printed, we will see. So it is came zigzag, this come zigzag, right? This is not our pattern. So I want print alphabet A, right? So after, if you given like this, you will think the error is come, no error is came. We have to done again one more space here. If I run this program, we will print our alphabet A. We will print our alphabet A between spaces. See, right? Okay. So this program I will give in the description also. If you have any doubts, please write in comment section. I will reply you. So if you want to learn more in programming part, so please share and subscribe press the bell icon. If in future I will add any videos, it will reach you and you will learn more and more how to print patterns, how to write the coding part. Don't fear about coding part. It is if you understand logically, it is very easy to write a program. Okay, please share, subscribe and press the bell icon. Thank you everyone.